Ephesians chapter 4. I call upon you, therefore, I, the prisoner of the Adon, to walk worthily of the calling with which you were called, with all humility and meekness, with patience, bearing with one another in love, being eager to guard the unity of the Ruach in the bond of peace, one body and one Ruach, as you also were called in one expectation of your calling. One Adon, one belief, one immersion, one Elohim and Father of all, who is above all, and through all, and in you all. But to each one of us favor was given, according to the measure of the gift of Mashiach. That is why it says, when he went up on high, he led captivity captive, and gave gifts to men. But what does he went up mean, except that he also first went down into the lower parts of the earth? He who went down is also the one who went up far above all the Shemayim, to fill all. And he himself gave some as emissaries, and some as Neviim, and some as evangelists, and some as shepherds and teachers, for the perfecting of the Kodashim, to the work of service, to a building up of the body of HaMashiach, until we all come to the unity of the belief and of the knowledge of the Ben of Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, to a perfect man, to the measure of the stature of the completeness of Mashiach, so that we should no longer be children, tossed and borne about by every wind of teaching, by the trickery of men, unto the craftiness of leading astray. But, maintaining the truth in love, we grow up in all respects into him who is the head, Mashiach, for whom the entire body, joined and knit together by what every joint supplies, according to the working by which each part does its share, causes growth of the body for the building up of itself in love. So this I say and witness in the Adon, that you should no longer walk as the Gentiles walk, in the futility of their mind, having been darkened in their understanding, having been estranged from the high of Elohim, because of the ignorance that is in them, because of the hardness of their heart, who, having become callous, have given themselves up to indecency, to work all uncleanness with greediness. But you have not so learned Mashiach, if indeed you have heard him and were taught by him, as truth is in Yahusha, that you put off, with regard to your former behavior, the old man being corrupted according to the desires of deceit, and to be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that you put on the renewed man which was created according to Elohim, in righteousness and Kodesha of truth. Therefore, having put off the false, speak truth each one with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. Be wroth, but do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your rage, nor give place to the devil. Let him who stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands what is good, so that he has to share with those in need. Let no corrupt word come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for the use of building up, so as to impart what is pleasant to the hearers. And do not grieve the Ruach HaKodesh of Elohim, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and displeasure and uproar and slander be put away from you, along with all evil. Be kind towards one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh also forgave you in Mashiach.